Abusive relationships. How common are they, particularly from ages 18 to 25? And what are the signs that one's partner might become abusive? What is the most common psychological or physical abuse? And what resources are available? How often does domestic violence occur in the United States? Roughly 10 million men and women become victims of domestic violence every year. 20 people every minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. More than 1 in 3 women and more than 1 in 4 men in the United States have experienced physical violence, including rape and or stalking by an intimate partner. 15% of all violent crime is intimate partner violence. Nearly half of all men and half of all women have experienced psychological aggression in their life by an intimate partner. In the United States, more than 55% of women murdered are killed in relation to violence from an intimate partner. Roughly 1 million women have been shot by their intimate partner and survived. What are the causes behind domestic violence? It is a learned behavior by the abuser. Often they have witnessed patterns of domestic violence from their friends, family, or societal influences. Men who have witnessed violence between intimate partners are more likely to abuse their own partners. What escalates abuser violence? Escalation is when abuse gets worse. It could be gradually or slowly. Many survivors find that they have ended up in situations with their partners that they never thought they would be in. People have claimed that violence that has started throughout a relationship progressively gets worse. Um, so they end up to a point where they never thought they would be. Traits or external factors that can contribute to domestic violence or escalate the pattern and or behavior of abuse. Jealousy and insecurities are among the highest. Often people are treated as though they are property by their partners. Their partners talk down to them, make them feel as though that they are not equals, and the partner is caring less for the other partner's freedoms. Emotional domestic violence is the most common. Factors that can increase chances of being an abuser include lower income levels, low academic achievements, being younger in age, having aggression during youth, being a heavy drug or alcohol user, depression, hostility, anger, a history of abuse, personality disorders, isolation, unemployment, strict gender roles, desire for power, and being a former victim. Domestic violence rates by states. The percentage of people who have experienced intimate partner violence, rape, and or stalking in their lives. So on the left, we have women in pink, and then the men are in blue on the right. It starts with Oklahoma at the highest level. The women are among 49%, whereas the men are 41%. Middle of the road is about Alabama, Georgia, between 37 and 38% for women, and roughly 30 to 35%, 32% among men. And then you've got North Dakota and South Dakota at the bottom with the lowest rates for women between 28 and 30%, whereas the men are 19 to 24%. The national statistics, again, prevalence is about 20 people per minute experience domestic violence situations. The ages are 18 to 24-year-old women are the most commonly abused by intimate partner relationships. Race Native American women are among the highest experiencing domestic violence situations. And as far as socioeconomical status, lower income households do slightly seem higher among the rates of domestic violence situations, but all excuse me, all socioeconomical backgrounds are affected. So being low income does put you slightly at a higher risk, but middle class and upper class are all pretty much across the board. My references are domestic violence statistics and the My Sister's Place Ending Violence, Empowering Lives. Um, with that, some resources available within our area do include obviously the local police department, but One Hope United is a resource, at least local to this area, and I believe across the state for women, children, and others who need emergency services. Um, I believe it's at no cost to the victim. Cooking classes are offered, clothes are offered, shelter, obviously. I do know that the resources there allow for locked entry so that people cannot just come to the door and ask for residents' names, things like that. So it is HIPAA protected. They do have a crisis hotline so that if you are in need of victim services, you can call that hotline and they will help you with assistance, finding jobs, medical treatment, put you in contact with counselors, and any medical services that are needed thereafter. So One Hope United is a great option for women, children, and I would assume men, anybody with a physical abuse need to receive services. So thank you.